Hi everyone, so today I'm with Steve, the owner of this beautiful, amazing shop. He's going to introduce us and take us for a lovely walk around because he's got so much cool treasure and this place has an amazing history that we can all learn about. Obviously I'm not going to remember it all, so that's down to you.
Okay.
So I appreciate that today so much because my brain will just not take all that in. But we've had a walk around quickly. And now we're gonna take it around and go through a bit more detail. We're gonna do some mediumship. You've got a lot of spirits here. We're gonna find some haunted items. I knew there was gonna be a sketchy doll. We're gonna do some psychometry readings for some items that Steve's got particular interest in. There's a weird sense of panic, but it's not like from the war. And then we'll see where it takes us really. If we want to do anything else fun, we can.
Of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Make sure you bring out your perfect sense of humour. Because I'll be bringing mine out.
Okay. Yep.
If you've got a
Not
dark sense
perfect,
of,
yeah,
just bring it out. It's fine. But I have a really dark sense of humour, so
might be yeah.
Everyone knows. Everyone of my friends know that I have the worst dark sense of humour. So yeah. We can go for it.
Bit
okay.
of synergy.
Yes.
I thought you were going to give me a high five.
We're going to high five. Right. Okay. So where should we start?
Okay. Well, we're at the front of the shop, so probably here, really.
Yeah.
Would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So this shop is a massive mixture of everything that I find interesting, that I think other people will find interesting, and that includes antiques, collectibles.
Yep.
Musical instruments,
yeah,
an amplification, lots of guitars and things, glassware, models, you name it, it's
freaky
kind
dolls.
of in here. Very much freaky dolls.
Freaky dolls.
Yep, you'll see a few of those. Yeah, there's a whole lot of them looking at us at the moment, actually.
Oh God, yes, there is.
Pictures and artwork. So lots and lots of stuff to see, really. So
yeah, it's wicked.
Yeah, if I step that way, and I can kind of. So over here we've got kind of children's stuff, and that includes vintage children's stuff as well as sort of more recent things. And so your collectibles might be Disney, you've got Disney mugs and things like that, Disney collectibles. We've got snow globes, even Pez dispensers from Star Wars and Rupert annuals and things like that.
Oh,
so
I loved Pez when I was a kid. They were such a treat, yeah. And then they run out too quick because you're just so excited.
I know. But these are all kind of, I mean, they're only little cheap plastic things, but yeah, Pez were great, weren't they, really? So
I can't even remember what they taste like now. It's been that long.
I kind of want one now.
Yeah, let's go get some Pez.
Again, we've got dolls. We've talked about dolls. Some of them have glassy stares, as these all do.
Oh,
some of them have moving
creepy.
eyes.
I mean, I've never been into dolls, even as a medium. Nope.
Some people like them. And most of them have names. This one's Sonia.
Oh, I've got a friend called Sonia. I'll show her that.
Okay. Got a throne there.
That's cool. I did not notice that.
Yeah, that was made for the Silver Jubilee in 1977.
Wow.
And so the story goes, they made 500 of these, and they were dotted all around the country, mostly bought by town halls and civic things for the Queen, if she was coming to sit on.
Oh, cool.
In 1977. I don't believe she ever sat on this one. I think it was made for Higham-Farrers.
All right.
But there was only 500, and they're all numbered. So that's quite a rare thing.
That's cool.
And beautifully made. There's no metalwork in it. It's all pegged together with wood. Most of the stuff that we have here, and the way the reason I love this business is because we're kind of ultimately recycling. We are taking something that's belonged and cherished by one person, be they just don't want it anymore, or they may have passed, because we do a lot of house clearances.
Yeah.
And hence Becca's interest as well, particularly because there's a lot of stuff from people who've passed. And that includes pictures and vases and you name it. So there's a lot of unusual objet d'art.
Yeah.
And that could be a Persian vase, it could be Wedgwood, it could be a Chinese plate, some old hats.
Everywhere we look.
Everywhere we look,
there's something
and there's lots and
different.
lots of glassware, a lot of art glassware, 1960s, 1970s. Some a little bit early. We've got carnival glass as well.
So big. What's carnival glass?
So carnival glass, this stuff here, is from about the turn of the 19th century. People used to, they call it carnival glass because you used to win it at carnivals, I believe.
Oh.
but it had, I mean, this is the more unusual colour.
That's so lovely.
Yeah, it's got a very nice sheen on it. It's almost like oily finish.
Yeah, it's like petrol stain.
Yeah. We have a lot of collectible cars and planes, corgi.
Is there a big market for this collectible
There very
type
much
things?
is, yeah, absolutely.
I thought so, because I see it a lot.
And the nice thing is, it's kind of not so much the planes, but you know, you can start with pocket money prices. So these little cars start at £2 or £3. You know, so people can build a little collection for not very much money at all, or buy something for somebody's birthday for a few pounds. And even some of the really good, you know, Chesterfield Circus corgis and things like that are only £16, £18.
Yeah, that's still affordable. Yeah.
Lots of planes recently as well. A lot of planes have come in.
Oh, they got Spitfires.
Yeah.
I love a Spitfire. That's so cool.
Battle of Britain ones and paintings.
Yeah, we've got nice paintings.
So there's lots and lots of nice original artwork. So here's one, which is Easter Day at
Blanchland.
Yeah, Blanchland. This one's £35. Again, an original or watercolour by Picard. You know the.
Wow, I kind of like that. That's cool.
That's definitely a biblical scene. That one, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it. It's cool. It's very dramatic.
Yeah.
I like a bit of dramatic art. I do. Do you know much about these woodeny, like African-inspired type things?
Yeah, I mean they are.
I think they look a bit scary sometimes.
They can do. I mean they're original African pieces, and I mean most of them have been made for the tourist market.
Yes.
So they expect Westerners to buy them and bring them home. But some of these are, you know, they've got age to them, even though, you know, you may be paying just, you know, 10, 14, 15 pound for one, or even less. Some of these, I mean, this is ebony.
It's very nice.
And it's probably 1950s or 60s.
All right.
Not to everybody's taste, but, you know. So we have a lot of coins. We do quite a lot with coins. And that would be anything from a gold coin, which we occasionally get, through to a Roman coin, or a coin that's been turned into a spoon, or a set of American, you know, 1970s coins, like we've got there. This one's, for example, 1980 set of proof coins. So there's a few proof sets there, American ones. But we, you know, up here we've got ones that are George III, 1806. I think there's even Roman in there somewhere.
I like collecting coins. Like, I've had them since I was really little. My dad used to help me collect them, and that was good fun. I've still got them. Like, I'll probably have to show you at some point.
Yeah.
Tell me if I've got any good ones.
Absolutely. The nice thing I always like is getting something that is unusual and that's maybe a one-off. I mean, I'll give you an example. So we've got one here. This just literally comes to hand. And you won't see one of these very often.
What is this?
So what this is the Queen, the King's warrant.
Oh, wow.
Okay, to certify that Bridges has been appointed a general upholsterer to His Highness the Prince of Wales.
Oh, cool.
And it's got an original seal on it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's signed on behalf of the Royal Highness. Royal Highness the Prince of Wales,
cool.
1933. So it's not Charles. We're talking about a long time before that.
Oh.
Okay, and it's signed by Lionel Ainsley, I think it is.
Yeah.
Who is the comptroller of the royal household. Now that chap was actually, prior to being the comptroller, was actually the admiral of the fleet for the Royal Navy. So there's a lot of, and it's signed by him.
That's cool.
So this is a one-off.
Yeah.
There's no other copy of this. That's it.
That's cool.
So very unusual. And the interesting thing is that once you had a royal warrant like that, if you ceased to have the royal warrant, you were meant to send the certificate back. So this is extremely rare.
Oh, cool.
But, you know, £60 buys you something like that, you know.
Yeah, that's cool.
Unusual thing.
Like, I mean, I wouldn't even know how to price something like that.
No, well, that's probably underpriced, but it doesn't really matter. It's to me, I want that to go to somebody that's going to appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely.
You know.
Yeah, someone that would be like, that's really
Absolutely.
cool. Awesome.
Right.
Show us around the shop. Come on.
Yeah. I'm taking my time. Sorry.
No, you're all right.
So this is quite a nice cabinet. So a lot of our stuff's in cabinets.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
There's a lot of brass, a lot of old stuff in here. A lot of these things are very old. And it ranges from a little statue of Don Quixote at the back there and little brass pieces. So an antique crow scarer at the back there, which
So
was
that
given to a
spinny
child.
thing.
Yes, it's actually the
Oh.
early incarnation of a football rattle.
Oh, I did wonder
Yeah.
yeah, I could think and see it in my head, and I was like, I don't know what
they
it
would
is.
give them to children to scare crows in the fields. So the children would run around the fields going.
Ah.
It wasn't that they liked Arsenal; it was the fact that they wanted to scare away the crows.
Yeah.
Do you want to go out in the entranceway?
Oh, is this the way?
Yeah.
Okay. So we just found, Steve didn't know about this, but we have mirrors facing mirrors, which I'll show you in a sec. He didn't know that they create portals. So basically, anything that's a reflective surface that faces another reflective surface can create portals for spirits to enter. It won't necessarily create a negative portal, like some people believe. It can actually create like positive portals.
Okay.
So one way to make a portal is to get a mirror and then put an extreme emotion near it. So whether that's negative emotions like depression or anger, or like just happy bliss, like dancing around sort of like energy into yourself, and put that in front of a mirror, it will open up a portal, good or bad. So you have to be a bit careful, but I'll scope it out for Steve in a little while just to make sure it's okay. I did get told actually by one of my spirit team this morning that I'd have to close a portal.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, so it might be a little bit negative. It might just be that it's getting out of hand. So, but we'll find out, I suppose. We'll find out later. We'll come back to you, I think.
Talking on that point, I mean, I must admit, I mean, lots of these mirrors have come from house clearances.
Yeah.
So there will be certain age.
Yeah, and they'll have a lot of emotions, family, grief, everything around them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so interesting.
So that might be an area where you need to
scope out.
Help me out on that one.
That's why you make friends with mediums, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
So we're in the portals. So yeah, I'm surprised you didn't know about portals.
No.
But yeah, it's quite a weird energy.
As you can see, if you look, you can see in these images I'm taking the other mirrors.
Yeah.
Sort of in the.
Yeah. So it's been.
So you can kind of see the reflections of the other mirrors. Okay, Becca.
So I'm going to show you a technique so you can learn if a mirror has a portal. You're going to use like temperature with the middle of your palm so you can tell which ones have opened. It's really cold in this room, like it's funny energy anyway. So when you're working out if there's a portal, you'll go like this. If it feels warm, which it does, that's a portal mirror. But I mean, I think you might have a few here. It's okay. That one's not. Okay, that's good. So these possibly, those definitely.
Okay.
That one's a very light energy. Yeah. Yeah, it's a light energy. That one's stronger. It's kind of strange how. That one doesn't feel so bad. That feels like it's quite positive actually. Oh, we've got more. That one's got a bit. It's got funny energy. It's a very mixed energy. That one's okay. It's the, I can feel there's a negative one that I'm going to work out which one it is, and then we'll close that one, because a positive portal isn't going to be a problem for anyone. It just means like spirits will go and say hi every now and then, and they're not horrible spirits. That one's probably okay behind there. These don't feel like they're portals actually.
They're almost brand new, those mirrors though.
That one doesn't feel so bad. That's got a bit of a mixed energy. That's a bit weird energy. It's very vague. It's sort of like jumps around. Okay, so I think we do actually have a fair few portals. It's just working out which one's the negative portal.
Right.
Which is fine. We'll work it out. I'll just talk to my spirit guides.
Sure.
Okay, spirit team. Select one of these. This one? know, this one's got some sort of message anyway. Like, what do you want to say about this? I'm going to talk to my spirit team basically for a minute. So you'll see me sort of talk to myself. Okay, spirit team, what's with this portal? Oh, I heard it's like a item of delight, but it's from an older past that's like mainly happy, but it has a dark secret. And I was just like, oh, okay, so I guess we're reading this mirror. Is there any other ones that I need to read? I had no child, which is angels around me. They always call me, like child of God. It's just how they speak. All right, so tell me about this mirror then, please. Okay, I'm going to touch it, okay? You see, like war times. I don't know what time century this is.
This would be 19th century, 20th century, but it would certainly be pre Second World War.
Okay.
So
it's like, I mean, obviously it's
maybe 1920s, 30s, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's like, you know, when they have like curly hair, like it's like the women's hair is like that. And that's what I can see. It might just be that that's attached to the mirror, or it's lived through a certain time. But you tell me, because I don't know anything about history. Right. Anything else in this mirror? I see like old-fashioned clothes, and it's like there's like a man and a woman dancing, and it's quite an old-fashioned dance, and it's like, I don't know, it's like wartime music, but a little bit more like added like layers to the music.
Like a bit jazzy or something, or?
Not quite. I don't know. I mean, I'm rubbish with anything like that, but we'll work it out. It's like a dance sort of tune, one that you would dance to. But
it was the big band era.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there would be people like Jack Dempsey and sort of, big bands where they played trumpets and trombones.
Yeah, there's
and all
like
that
a
kind
lot
of stuff.
of different types of instrument to it, but it's
people,
not like modern music at all.
No, people wanted to escape the horrors of the war, so they danced to sort of fairly upbeat music.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Okay. Anything else on this? I get like a sick feeling, so it's kind of weird. So I'm like getting like, you know, when you've got that throat sickness, you're like, oh, I feel sick, and then there's like this coming up feeling. Okay, anything else? Seeing like weird round objects. It's like lots of round objects, and I don't really know what they are. They're very like, so you know, like in the cupboard earlier when we were seeing like those big, like that big blue thingy that was to help the aeroplanes. It was like those sort of shape and size, but in a collection. It might be some sort of clue. I don't know. I'll just tell you what I get.
It could have been in a cellar or something, or
yeah, it's
where
like
they stored things like that.
Sphere type things that I'm seeing. Anything else? It's like, I think they're guns, so it's like spear things, and then there's like weird long gun things.
So it could be rifles and grenades or something like that.
I don't know if it is grenades. These spheres have got like texture to them, so it's not like rock or anything. It's like metally.
Well, that sounds like a grenade.
Painted.
That sounds like grenades.
I mean, it might be, but
they would normally be in boxes.
Round.
So.
I don't know if do you get different shaped grenades or?
Yeah, lots of different types.
Okay, so yeah, I told you I'm well naive. Right, anything else? They're showing me like old. It's like an old furniture. You know, you get like those gold. They're like sofas or like love seats, and then they've got like that gold bit that goes over the top, kind of like that shape.
Yeah,
They're
like a
showing me
brocade.
one of them
Yeah.
as well. It's like in the background though, so it's just a detail, I think. Anything else? There's not a lot more coming through it, so why is it a negative mirror then, please? Show me like explosions.
Oh, really?
But this is like in good nick, so obviously not near it. It might just be like a memory coming through.
Yeah, from one of the people that's been looking in the mirror on a regular basis. They say they're the eyes to the soul, don't they?
Yeah.
Like the doorway to the soul.
Anything else on this? I think, what's it called? The blitz are sort of like that.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Well, that would make sense, yeah.
What I'm seeing. So that's pretty old, I suppose. I mean, yeah, you've told me it's old, but yeah, I'm seeing like a lot of buildings and explosions, and it's like all of a sudden there's not buildings anymore. So that's obviously holding some sort of. Well, it's a negative memory, so it's a negative mirror. Like,
yeah.
Okay, so are we closing this today? Precisely so. How are we going to close this one today? Is that it? It's simple. Alright, so I asked my spirit team how we're going to close that mirror down for the negativity, because we don't want negative energies coming into the shop, because that can affect things like karma and sort of things, like things go wrong a little bit more, or things might fall around it and like break and stuff, like when you've got negative energies, or even that might fall off. So we're just going to give that loads of love light, which is good because that's like the ultimate good positive energy, and just put it into that and it should close it off, which is, I mean, you can close them in different ways, but it's another time for another video. So I'm just going to use my personal light and just give it to the mirror. It's literally going to look like nothing, so I'll put some AI in so that you can understand what I'm doing. So basically you fill your own heart chakra up with light, radiate it around you to fill the room, because obviously it could have been infecting the other items, you don't know. And then fill it and push it into the mirror and through the mirror as if it was a portal sort of thing. I don't know how I'm going to do that with AI, but I'll do my best. Right, okay. Okay, that's cool. I heard angel protected. I heard closed off sheath. So, is it done? Okay, it's cool. So what they showed me to say, like, it was, well, the mirrors, the portals make you go up like that sometimes, because there's a lot of energy passing. But what they showed me was like this, like, I visualized putting light in and it like filled itself up, and then I saw like angel wings when it said angel protected. I was like, oh, that's cool. Interesting. Obviously it needed a little bit of a touch up. You're good now.
Let's put the price up now.
28 quid.
Angel protected mirror for 28 quid. That's a hell of a deal.
There you go. Interesting.
Yeah. You mentioned this one might have some energy as well.
This one.
Because that's quite old, is that one?
Yeah, that's like...
That's older.
17, 1800s.
No, not quite 17, but it's definitely 1800s.
Yeah, I was going to say, because this looks like the stuff that I go and around the old houses and stuff, and they're normally 1800s, 1700s, 1900s today.
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to do this one. Okay, right. This one doesn't feel as bad, like it feels like... No, it feels quite positive at the moment, right? So, what's going on with this mirror then, please? A lot of flowers, sort of like tulips but longer, sort of like like lily of the valley, is it? Like that sort of shape. Don't know what they are, but I guess we'll work that out.
I suppose they'd be white, wouldn't they, if they were?
I
think they're white, aren't they, lilies like that?
It's like a book when it's like that.
Okay.
So you get so random things when you're a medium sometimes. It makes sense later on, but then at the time it's like, nope, don't know. Let's keep going. Okay, anything else on this? Oh, okay, I saw a lady and I heard the name Margaret. Don't know. It's weird. Okay, so when I've got my eyes closed, I can actually see like beams of light going through this.
Okay.
So you will, when you've had mirrors turn into a portal, you can see strange things. Normally you'll see them if you're in a dark room and put a candle or like a light behind you and in front of you, and then scry it. But because my eyes are closed, it's like the energy is being read through me instead, in that way, instead of with your eyes open and watching what happens. Okay, anything else? What's with the light beams? Detections, okay. I don't think there's anything bad with this. Like, this has always been in like quite old-fashioned houses, it seems. This is what I'm seeing, like that kind of style house, the dark wood. A lot of the time, like, I don't know if it's been, I don't know if you remember where you got it from or what, but it's like it's always had old houses to be in. Maybe it needs to go back to one, I don't know. Anything else? And just show me like a lot of like old, this colour word, and then they were showing me, you know, like you get, there's nothing around here like that, but you know, you get like those old golden style boxes, and then like got their like people on the front and stuff. It's all gold.
Oh yeah.
Like they're showing me like that. I don't know what century that is or whatever, but they're showing me
probably
like
fit in with that.
energy of items like that, and it's like it's always been quite nice items, but old style and always dark wood. It's been around this. Oh, I don't know. Anything else on this mirror? Okay, I heard it. There's a delight to seeketh, but seeketh no furtherly. So it's done. All right, you're a good mirror.
Okay.
Okay, it's all good. That's interesting. We've done one good one, one bad one.
So we even have things, really unusual stuff. This is the United States Army Marksman Training Unit manuals.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Again, rather a strange thing to have, but where else are you going to buy one? You know,
I didn't. Yeah, I thought
not everybody's going to want one, of course, but
yeah, but some people collect quite a lot of army things, don't they?
Absolutely.
So that's cool.
We get back onto camera bits.
Camera bits.
All sorts of elephants and shells and pillboxes.
Is this what they are, pillboxes?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw one the other day and I was like, that's so pretty. I kind of want one. And then I was like, I don't know what I'd put in it. I thought they might be for rings.
Well, you could put rings in them, of course.
Yeah.
Well, they're called pillboxes, but I mean, you can use them for anything, really. Some people collect them to put jewellery in.
Yeah.
You know.
Put my earrings in.
Put earrings in one, of course you could, yeah. Sort of men's cufflinks and bits and pieces.
Yeah.
That's a bit sexist to me. You can be a woman and wear cufflinks. Of course you can. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, moving on.
Who's this grumpy guy?
So that's Churchill. That's a bust of Winston Churchill.
All right.
Bronze one. And these are various
Very nice.
little bronze statuettes. And we've got, next shelf down, we've got Disney statuettes as well. So a bit of a mix. And then we've got badges. Glassware.
Oh yeah, I've got all this, like the badges you were showing me earlier.
Yeah.
Ooh.
For all kinds of reasons.
They're
Badges. Pretty. Paperweights. Those are all dolphins in that one.
Oh, it's a dolphin collection.
Apart from the seahorses at the front there. So
Oh yeah, it's a seahorse.
sea related, let's say. Then we start to get onto jewellery. We've got various bits of jewellery here. We have old brooches and earrings and things.
I'm going to read some of your rings later, aren't I?
Yes.
So that'll be good fun.
I've got a set of gold rings. There's about 5 or 6 of them. I'd like you to have a look at because they're all from the same person. So that could be quite interesting.
Yeah, see what we get.
See what we get from those.
Yeah, awesome.
A little bit of religious-y sort of stuff here.
Yeah. That can sometimes have kind of interesting energy to read.
Yeah. The Sartini one's nice. The little Mary with the death of Joseph. Death of Jesus, should I say?
Or maybe she killed him off.
I'm going to get in serious trouble.
Shit.
I'm going to get some serious trouble now. So Mary with the death of Joseph.
Oh, we're all good.
And there's the penknife she used.
Yeah.
Talking about black humour, there you go. We've got a little bit of Pandora. We've got some rings and bits and pieces.
No, we've got modern stuff as well.
Yeah, and a bit of old stuff mixed in with it.
What is that? Is that ivy?
That is, no, I think it's bone. Not allowed to sell ivory.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Oh.
Not anymore.
No, that's interesting.
That's bone, but it's a very nice carved, probably 1940s necklace.
I wonder what
Yeah.
bones that's made out of.
It's probably just going to be like cow bone or something like that.
Yeah.
It's nothing. Yeah, it's not a human bone or anything. But, hope not, anyway.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
We get some voodoo out.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure. I was going to say some old cocks, but I've got to
Old
be
cock.
careful.
That's all right.
It's
It's not a children. It's not a
Might
children's
have to cut
channel.
that.
It's
No.
fine.
And then all sorts, really. Old books, boxes.
Loads of amazing treasures.
Yeah. Some military stuff. We've got.
Oh yeah, look at that. Military
Have a
stuff.
scan of that stuff on the shelf, maybe.
Yeah, has that got military stuff in as well?
Yeah. These
Very-
are all-
Wow.
Some of it's German and some
What's
of it's
that?
English. So that is a smudge pot.
What's a
And what
smudge
that was
pot?
being done is it's like a flare. It would be lit and laid at the side of an airstrip, temporary airstrip. So if there's a plane coming in, they
Oh.
would have those and they would make like a runway.
Oh, so they know where they're going.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen them, but obviously not.
Used during the war
not
a lot.
That was
Yeah,
absolutely
used during the Second World War.
different planet to me. And the buttons of
Buttons,
the
yeah.
uniform.
Yep.
Very cool.
Various military buttons. Some are RAF, some are
Binoculars.
naval.
They look so old. Like,
Yeah, they are pretty old. They're probably First World War, those ones.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. And then we've got little badges down here. Some of them are things that probably hold a bit of negative energy because they're Nazi.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, these ones here, just these few.
Hmm.
These are a badge that a member of the public would wear to show allegiance to the Nazi Party.
Oh, really?
The ones there next to it are Kriegsmarine. They would be on the uniform of a seaman.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Wolf's Head would be another brigade. I'm not sure.
All right.
So we occasionally get things like that.
That's interesting.
And obviously there's Russian bits in there as well.
Wow.
And then these are all interesting because these are all bullets that have been fired. Civil War.
Oh, yeah.
musket
They're like,
balls.
yeah, they're balls. Like, oh, wow. You could literally find one of them in the street and wouldn't know that it's not a rock.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
But it's quite possible that one of those could have hit somebody. You don't know
Yeah.
really. It's difficult to know.
Crazy.
Churchill again.
Yep.
Winston Churchill. And I had a big collection of Winston Churchill stuff. These are all Winston Churchill on the top here.
Yep.
From little busts, big busts, horse brasses, Toby mugs, all that kind of stuff.
Even the dog.
Yeah. Even the dog in Churchill's bulldog, because he was called the bulldog during the war.
Yeah.
And some of these more collectible than others. This thing down here is made from the concrete from the House of Commons and the lead from the roof when it was bombed during the war in 1941.
Oh, wow.
10th of May 1941, the Luftwaffe bombed the Houses of Parliament. They used the lead to make these commemorative Winston Churchill pieces.
Oh, wow.
So that's quite nice.
That's kind of cool to see. Like, you wouldn't think that exists unless you come somewhere like this.
Exactly, yeah.
That's cool.
Again, we've got more models. Here's some train models and aeroplanes again.
Mm.
Little collectibles, including Naughty Bears.
Naughty Bears. Oh, yeah, I've seen them. I remember they remind me of Skeggy holidays.
That doesn't surprise me. That's the sort of thing you'd win, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sort of bad taste bears, yeah.
Yeah.
So a couple of old pieces. We've got an 18th century ladle there, 1758
Oh.
and 1783. They're both wine ladles.
1758.
Yeah,
That's
so
really
that's
old.
pretty old. 250 years,
Wow.
nearly.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Loads of lovely things.
So yeah.
Cool.
Statuettes and bits and pieces. Car memorabilia.
Is that made out of...
So that's all horn.
That's horn.
They're all made from that on that shelf. They're all made from horn.
Wow.
So at some point they've been attached to an animal with horns.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Then we have a bit of old technology.
Oh, yeah, that's
Microscopes.
really old. Whoa.
Microscopes and projectors and things.
Oh,
Old squeeze box
A squeeze.
or an accordion, piano accordion.
That's a camera. That looks...
That's a projector.
Oh, project.
Projecting slides onto a wall.
Looks like it should make toast.
It probably gets hot enough to make toast. You
Yeah.
probably put your bread on top of it at the same time.
At least crisp it up a little
Yeah.
bit for warming your butter.
Military.
Yeah.
A few military bits. records. We do quite a lot with records. So we do quite a lot with amplifiers and guitars, guitar cases. We've got all kinds of amplifiers.
That's helpful.
From PA amplifiers through to big guitar amps, through to lots of practice amps, and some very nice guitars. And you'll see if you do a wide shot of them, all up in the roof of the shop, whether they're acoustic or electric. Lots and lots of amplifiers, effects pedals.
Yeah, you've got quite a lot.
Booklets on playing. Yeah, there's a lot of.
There's like guitars hanging about everywhere.
I mean, we're really the only music shop in the area.
Oh, really?
So we're the only people that sell guitars and amps in this area, really, until you get to Northampton or Kettering.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Well, it's good for us.
Well, good for you, but it's like you'd think there'd be a lot more places to go.
You would. Now, you mentioned this mirror, so I think you maybe should show that, because
it's really pretty.
Interesting, isn't it?
It's like gone glittery. I don't know. Yeah, it does come up on the camera a bit, but yeah, it's gone glittery because it's got so old, hasn't it?
I mean, it probably is a little bit dusty, but
yeah,
it's an unusual sort of finish.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's probably 150 years. Well, getting on for 200 years old, really.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
Oh, wow.
If we're in that sort of good condition, when we're 200 years old, we'll be laughing, won't we?
Yeah, not likely. So me and Steve are going to go through the history of this building now, because it's got quite a lot of like back to the war type things.
Prior to this First World War.
Before the war,
sort of thing. Turn of the century, 1900.
Yeah, so I will show you a picture of the outside anyway, of the building and things like that. And we've got a photo that you showed me of the people that used to be here and look after the place. But Steve was the man to tell you way more like information than I could ever tell you. So I'm going to flip to you now.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll start at the beginning. Okay, so the building, it was... the ground was purchased and the building was built, I believe, in 1900 and 1901, and opened. And it was built specifically for to be the headquarters of the boot and shoe industry in the area. Rushden and Northampton and the surrounding areas were very involved in the boot and shoe manufacture for the whole of the country. And Rushden was a big town. The whole of Rushden was really based around the shoe industry. Yeah. So there was lots and lots of factories here. One not far away, just across the road, John White's. Oh, right. So this was built as a purpose-built building with offices, with a room for social functions and speeches, etc., a library and a ballroom. And it was built as part of, as I say, the headquarters.
Yeah.
And there's a big shield on the roof, which I'm sure will be in Becca's video.
Yep.
And it's the slogan, "Unity is Strength," which was the slogan of the boot and shoe industry.
Yeah.
So in about 1908, 1909, the photograph that you'll be seeing shows the general meeting that they had here of all the boot and shoe manufacturers and union representatives of the areas like Leicester and Nottingham and all that sort of place. They all came together here for a big meeting. It is interesting to note that in that big meeting of people there was only one woman, which is quite interesting.
It's 10 of the times.
It
we might be running the
definitely
show.
A sign of the times. Yeah, nowadays there'd be, I'm sure it'd be a lot more diverse.
I bet it'd be a bit more women orientated because we love a good shoe.
Yeah, exactly. There is that, isn't there? Yeah, true. But yeah, I mean, the whole of the boot and shoe manufacturing industry in England went through a massive decline, of course, in the sort of late 50s, 60s, when we started getting a lot of imports from other countries.
Oh, did we?
I sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I don't really. However, the shoe makers and boot makers in this area did make a lot of boots and shoes that went to the war effort during the First World War and Second World War.
That's cool.
So this was the headquarters. I believe in the 20s, it became more of a social club. It was known as the Trades Club. So I'm assuming it went through a little bit of a sea change from just being boots and shoes to being more general trades. I'm not sure exactly about that, but I'm guessing. I know that I meet people quite regularly who come in here and say, "Oh, I used to come in here with Dad my granddad when I was a kid, and all that kind of
All
stuff."
right.
Or even people that used to say they used to come in the 1960s. By I think 1967, the union had moved out of here to another purpose-built building not far away, but this was just being used as a social club. But in 1967, I think they decided it wasn't viable as a social club anymore,
All
and they
right.
sold it off. Not quite sure what happened in the 60s, in the late 60s, early 70s, but I know in the 80s at one point it had been sold to somebody who wanted to make it into a restaurant, and they couldn't get the right planning permission, I believe.
All right.
Hence, the bar that I'm standing and leaning on at the moment was built in the 80s by the people that were going to hopefully open this restaurant, which never happened. Gentleman who had it before me, and I'm not going to name names, bought it, I believe, in the early 90s, and he was here until I purchased the building from him in 2016. The downstairs area here where we are in the shop was primarily used for storage, and he used to repair and rebuild skis and water skis and things like that, which was done actually on this counter.
All right.
When I came in here, this counter was thick with like resin. I mean, baked on hard.
Yeah.
Took me like 3 days to chip it off with a sledgehammer and a chisel.
Really?
Just to make it back to being wood again, this counter.
Wow.
But it makes a great shop counter, and it's got a lot of storage behind it, and a storage room, the kitchen area where we can prepare food and things like that. Not prepare. I mean, it sounds like a restaurant. It's not a restaurant. We don't prepare food. We can have a snack. Let's say,
snack,
and a cup of coffee. But yeah, it's got a sink, so that's quite useful, and a toilet back there. And the toilet's interesting because that's the place which was originally just a corridor, and that we believe the steward may have hung himself in, but Becca's reading will obviously show that. So that really brings it up to 2016. I bought it off this gentleman and his wife who lived upstairs. I now live upstairs, and I use the building as my shop, as my workshop, as my music studio, for my musical exploits, and anything else that I want to do, really.
Yeah.
So a lot of it's given over to storage.
What's your band called again?
My band is called Dark Pool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Little segue in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, my band's called Dark Pool.
How long have you been playing?
We've been together about 2 years. I've been playing since I was a teenager, yeah, it's we're hopefully going to start gigging later this year. So
Yeah, a bit warmer.
properly, yeah. So that doesn't really come into it.
It does to me. It does for my work.
We only do original music, so it's got to be the right venues.
Oh yeah.
We can't just go bursting into a pub and play our own stuff because it's just not going to work. They're all going to want Oasis covers, especially this year. So yeah, we've got to be a bit more careful about where we go and play. But yeah,
that's cool.
What
Yeah.
I do. And so we've given this over to Antiques and my book business. I have a lot of very loyal customers who come in on a regular basis. But every day there's somebody who comes in and says, "Oh, I didn't know you were here." So hopefully this little promo will help.
That's like me. So I didn't know you were here, but I'm new to antiques. So now you're my friend. You can teach me antiques.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm more than happy to. And I suppose it's like Russian's best kept secret, this place.
Yeah, it's such a treasure
when
trove.
People do come in and buy from us, and they nearly always come back. So it's gradually growing is the the business. And,
yeah, perfect.
And that's great.
If I can help, I will. Of course, I will.
Lovely. This part of the building in the 1920s, I think it was 1923, and I've got a picture I can actually give you of the war memorial that was placed on the wall here.
Yeah.
And it's a big sort of, I presume it's made of mahogany, had all the names of the fallen in the First World War who were members of the club here, or members of the union.
Yeah.
And so there was probably, I think it looks like 40 or 50 names on it.
Yeah, it's quite a lot.
And it was a thing that was installed in the 1923. But in the early or the late 20s or early 30s, the steward, so the story goes, who was here, I have no idea what his name was cleaning it one day, and a man came and accused him of cowardice and said, "You didn't fight in the war," and basically spat on him, told him he was a coward.
It's horrible.
And
Gross.
obviously touched this guy, very much so. And it wasn't the first time he'd been accused of being a coward, I don't think. and he went home and he killed himself. The question I have is, did he go home or did he kill himself here?
Yeah, there's rumours.
Because there are rumours that he hung himself in the toilet here. And it wasn't a toilet at the time, by the way. I'm just going to explain.
Okay, yeah. What
should
was
have
it
said
before?
that. I think it was just a corridor.
Oh, okay.
And it's been turned into a toilet. Because
Okay.
it is a doorway.
Yeah.
There's a door at either end. And I think it was the corridor into what was probably the back room of the bar or that area.
Yeah.
And he hung himself from this beam. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. And I'm
Yeah,
hoping
we're
that
gonna
maybe
try
Becca
find
can
out.
try and find out whether
Yeah.
that there's any credence to that, because I think it's an interesting story.
Hmm.
And it's the only death, if you like, that I know of
Yep.
on the premises. Okay, so here we are in the toilet, which I think at one time was just a corridor. The reason I say that, and this is just me reading into it myself, is we've got a doorway here which is blocked up and sealed, which goes through to the entrance from the house side of the building, which of course, I say the house side because it's the house side now, but it wouldn't have been then. It would be just two entrances.
Okay.
But that was the entrance to the upstairs where the library and everything was. But you could come through here. So I suppose you could say this was the staff entrance.
Yeah.
Because they would come here when they're working behind the scenes in the kitchen and things like that. So up here above my head, which Becca will get a close-up of, I'm sure, is a big solid pipe.
Yeah.
And that is the pipe that I'm led to believe the steward may have hung himself from. Whether that's true or not, or whether I know the steward died.
Yeah.
That's
that's
set in stone.
Yeah, that's the
but
fact.
Whether he went home and killed himself or whether he killed himself here, I've heard both stories from two different sources.
This is the thing with ghost stories. Every time they're always sort of
Chinese whispers.
Yeah, they're used from different places and they're brought here, or they're like manipulated into two different ways to scare off people, or make sure kids go to bed on time and things like that. So they get so like warped that we have to sort of get people like me. Hi. So I'm just gonna make myself comfortable. Right, so I'm gonna tune in and see what energies I can feel to see if this story is true, whether he's hung himself here or if it's somewhere else. Sometimes the energy clears off a bit, so it might just be a little tiny bit of information I get, but sometimes you get a load. So we'll see. Am I looking fabulous on this Lou? Right, okay, right. Bear with me a second. Right, spirits of this building, please can we connect? You've got a lot of spirits here. I'm seeing the number 29.
29.
But you've got a lot of antiques. So this is why I didn't connect straight away, and I was like, let's do the normal filming first. Right, so I'd like to know about the story with this pipe and the hangman's toilet. If there's any facts that you can give us, I'd like to speak to only those spirits first. Oh, okay, so that got graphic very quickly. I will sort of reenact this a little bit. So I am actually seeing a rope, and it's more on this side of the pole for some reason. And this man is like scrambling around, like he's like this. So yeah, that's not. I mean, I was a bit like, is it true? Is it not? I mean, I like to be open-minded, but that was the quickest vision. Anything else on that? I think what I'm getting from, there's not a lot of energy of it here because obviously it was quite a long time ago now. But I think he regrets his decision when he does it because he's like, nope, sort of. That's kind of scary. Anything else? I am actually being shown him cut down and being brought out by two people going through this way.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like two men. Very old style, grab you over the shoulder because it's a narrow area as well, sort of. That's weird. I mean, I get told so much weird stuff anyway. Anything else? Show me, like, you know when you get like those hospital thingies that you bring people poorly along, whatever they're called.
Yeah, you mean like like a gurney, or no, not like a gurney. You mean like a stretcher?
Yeah, like a stretch. They showed me like an old one of them, and then he's on there with a white blanket over him. So.
Okay. But you think he's survived, maybe?
No, I think I think they were taking him out, passed away.
All right.
I just think he regretted that decision once he'd actually done it.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit too late, I suppose. Anything else on that, please? This is interesting. So I'm actually seeing like a spirit guide of like this area, and they show me like they cleared the energy, and they show me like their arms going like this. It's like but with white light, like in these sections. So it's like, don't worry, the energy cleared. Like it didn't keep the negativity from that death, the traumatic death. So that's a good sign. This is probably why when we went for a walk around, I was like, it doesn't feel bad. So yeah. Do you want to ask any questions, or just?
No, really. I mean,
you were just curious.
I would love to have known his name, but I don't suppose
we can try. Sometimes you'll get a name or just a surname or like an initial. All right, spirits of the house. Please, can you like give us any insight on names? Do you have a date? Roughly?
I think it was late 1920s or possibly early 1930s. I'm not sure.
Okay, all right. Let's see if any facts and figures that you can give us. Let's try. I'm seeing a number 29, like 1929. I mean, sometimes it's like at a roundabout.
That could make sense.
Yeah. Anything else? I'm seeing that's really weird, like a weird D and then a G.
Okay.
I mean, I'd have to try and draw it. It's like a fancy D that's like that, and then like a bold G.
Okay.
I don't know.
Unusual.
Yeah, unusual. Sometimes it just gives you it very symbolically.
Sure.
We'll see. Is there anything else for this story that we could?
No, I think that covers me.
That's what you wanted to know. I mean, you can always message me later anyway.
Yeah.
So me and Steve have decided now we're going to use the EMF to try and find haunted items. But Steve has literally just found one straight away. So by getting the EMF, yeah, it's like these 3 little plates. I'll show you in another clip.
Look at that.
Okay, so they're a set, right?
Yeah.
So that could be, as long as there's no electricals near it, which doesn't look like
no
it.
No electricals there.
No. It could be that there's a spirit moving between 3 of those items.
You did it again.
Yeah, it's kind of strange, isn't it?
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah, it's going mental. Maybe it likes that one the most. So, yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Like, but that's one way to find things. Yeah, by getting the EMF out, you can sort of find where spirits are sitting in objects. If you don't have like the sensitivities like a medium might. But is it still doing it?
Well, I've swapped hands, so I'm just going to kind of get a little bit there. As soon as I go down to that one, look.
Yeah, it's the third one that they must appreciate the most. Yeah, it's still going off. Oh, it's when it's yellow. Yellow and orange. It's kind of strange, isn't it? Like, well, we can read that later if you want. We'll find a few items, around the shop, and then we'll see what's going on. You can reset it sometimes as well. So, like, sometimes it will just show you, like, a spirit around the item. Yeah. Sometimes, like, if you take your thumb off that just in case, and then it, so yeah, then you just have a look around and see what items. So probably trust yellow onwards. Yeah, and you'll see like you just sort of naturally pull to something normally. Like if you're just sort of playing about in a like relaxed state anyway, you'll naturally pull to the items that you need to check.
Oh,
so we're checking out. I knew, why spirit team? I knew there was going to be a sketchy doll. They were like, hey, if you read this item, it'll be great for your YouTube. And I was just like, what? Sketchy dolls?
Completely Just nothing.
Nothing on that doll.
When we go up here, what we got? Oh, I don't know though.
It's moved again, maybe. It stopped.
Yeah.
Oh, try the other dolls on this side.
Got another one just in this corner.
Oh, have you? Oh, there's one hiding behind there. Anything?
No, nothing at all.
Hmm.
Let's try these guys. She seems to be fine. That one creeps me out a bit. The way she's leant over, it's kind of. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, they're all.
No, it was the red one that picked up something, but that one's a bit creepy.
Well, it is a bit like, yeah.
That one looks quite old. Oh, is it near electrics? It's near our wire.
Well, it's not switched on or anything.
I don't know. Is it stopped now?
It might have been me.
I don't know, it's stopped now. I don't know. I think there's definitely a spirit walking about with us. I don't know. I should probably tune into that. So, in that corner, there's definitely got to be one haunted doll at least. We need to work out which one it is.
We've got her as well.
She's having a bit of a spike now. Is it because
It's this one, I'm sure.
Yeah, it seems to be the red one.
Yeah. Look.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, I hasten to think it's the red one.
Yeah, I think it's the red one.
She's the issue.
Hmm. Okay. It would be a creepy doll.
Yeah.
I don't do creepy dolls.
So we've got a creepy doll.
Let's see if there's anything else.
Quite scary.
Yeah, I think there might be a spirit actually in the cupboard of some sort,
right.
Because like it's moving around. All right, okay.
It's not a spooky doll, isn't it?
No. It was going quite crazy at the horse, and now, yeah, it's the same area again. It's going more crazy at the horse. That's very strong now, because normally they're like, I've had spirits I've been reading on my videos and they're not.
Look at that.
Yeah, there's something.
There's definitely, look at that.
Might even be
I'm
two.
not pressing anything, I'm just,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not doing anything to the unit at all.
It's just going crazy.
Just lifting it up and down a little bit.
There's no electric, so it doesn't make any sense.
And it goes off over here.
Hmm.
And as soon as I get back over here, there we are, look.
Strange. But yeah, there must be something on there, so I guess we'll be tuning into this at some point.
Look at that.
Hmm.
Could be these.
It might be.
They're Chinese.
Sometimes you can feel in temperature as well, so like if you, or like even sensations, so you'll feel like cold or hot in just like a pocket.
They do feel a little cold, to be honest with you.
Or you'll feel like buzzy feeling or electricy feeling.
Look at that.
Yeah, there's definitely something in here. Seems like it's more in this corner as well, like it goes very red.
Yeah.
Like, is it this plate thingy, tile thingy, or is it a wooden horse? Or this little man?
Over here it seems to go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a little bit more chill.
And we go over the girls, the dolls, and there's nothing. And then we come this way. There's the horse.
Alright, little spirit in this box, you need to show us what one you are, because, like, what item are you attached to, or are you attached to the cupboard? Because we need to know. Alright, so, I think if we feel, it's like I'm a bit more sensitive to this. There's warmth there, and it's cooler. But, yeah, you can literally feel like it's cold, warm, and then it sort of cools down again. That's cool. You can try and feel if you want. Right. It's like,
I'm not getting anything from that at all.
yeah, but in the
But
middle.
that one feels colder.
Yeah, but if you feel just the air, there was a change. I mean, like, it's...
Yeah, no, there's definitely a change. I
Yeah,
agree.
it's freezing in this building because we've not put the heating on, I guess, but
There's no
just for
heating
today.
down here.
There's no heating down here, okay.
Yeah, not as such.
No.
See, they all feel quite warm.
Yeah, that feels a bit
He
warmer.
feels quite cold, but then again, he will do. It's made out of bronze. So bronze is always cold.
There is some sort of heat in there. It's like there's just like a spirit sat in the cupboard or something.
It does seem to be.
It's a little bit strange.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I would have to tune into that one just to
So it's
work
definitely-
out what it is. Yeah, we've been moving that EMF around for ages, trying to work out what it
There's
is.
definitely nothing at this side. at
No,
all.
there's nothing in that corner.
And then you come across here to the horse. Look,
Yeah, it goes crazy.
as soon as you get to the horse, or near the little boy, we're getting kind of readings.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's going right up into the red.
yeah, and then it sort of fades a minute, and then it does it again somewhere else a little bit. So something's moving about. Yeah, down there now.
I mean, if I'm sort of gradually working out where it is.
It's hard to sometimes, like, if you've not got like if you don't tune in, it's going to be tricky to work out where it is exactly.
Maybe time we get back up there, look, and he's going right into the orange again.
Little bit suspicious of the horse personally. I just feel
Oh, look, there you go.
more drawn to the horse. But it doesn't necessarily mean it is, because it's moving about. But sometimes spirits, they don't sort of want to be completely found. They like play a game
Right,
with you and
right.
stuff. So, you know, like children's spirits and
Yeah.
stuff, they'll play games with you and
That
things.
definitely seems to be the case in here.
Yeah.
It's very unusual.
I bet there's loads in here. I mean, I got the number 29 earlier, so I mean, do you want to carry on, or
Yeah, carry
mean,
on, it's fine.
we'll see who
I
wants?
don't feel any maliciousness or anything.
No, I'd tell you straight away because I'd get like a
Yeah.
bad feeling. But when I came in the building earlier, I was like, nah, this is a good place. This is all right.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's completely flat now.
Yeah.
And so is that. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, I think
Something's beside it.
I think they just sort of move around. This is why, like, when I'm looking for them in charity shops and all places like this, like, sometimes it's hard because I'll be looking at like a bunch of items like this, and then I'll be like, right, where are you? Because you're moving about, and it's hard. And that just moved itself, like, it literally swung by itself. Because you moved it a minute ago, but then you did not move that.
Definitely didn't, no.
Yeah, we've got a playful spirit, I think, in here. There's definitely.
Yeah, because whatever it is not here now.
Yeah. That's interesting. Strange.
Oh gosh, I've never seen anything so
We've
high.
got
We've got 2 children.
2 children, and it's going crazy for a yes. That's cool. Like, okay.
Are you siblings?
Oh, that's good.
Blimey.
You're having fun.
So I'm going to ask again. Are you siblings? You've got 2 children. Are we over here again? No. We're not. Oh, we might be.
It's like some item over here that's attached.
And it's 2 children, yes? We've got kind of almost like a no.
Oh.
Oh, 2 children.
Yeah, we've had that for 2 children when they filled it right up.
And
So
a picnic.
And there was a
Of
picnic
some
that.
sort. We had a picnic, didn't we?
Yeah, they love. Yeah,
You love picnics.
love a sandwich.
The 2 children, 2 children that love picnics.
Oh, that's cute.
Are you siblings? Are you brother and sister? Brother and brother? Brother and sister?
2 sisters.
2 sisters?
That's cool, isn't it?
That's got to be. I mean.
Yeah, they're very clear. Thank you for being so clear with us, because I mean.
So we have 2 sisters that
always
love
great.
picnics. They love picnics. With your parents? With other people?
Just together? With your toys?
With your teddy bears? Or your
Dolls?
dolls?
Please don't say dolls. Oh! They were like, yeah, okay. You're teasing us. I knew there was a playful spirit. Oh.
So you're having a bit of fun.
Yeah.
You're playing with us.
You can hang out with us if you want. Like,
2 sisters.
yeah. That's cute.
And the picnic.
Are you able to show us what item you're attached to?
We go over here, have a look at which one of these was used in your picnic, maybe?
Is it lower?
Oh.
Okay.
Is it the plate at the back?
It's hard to tell, isn't it? It's like...
But one of these is your picnic items, is it?
Or is it a picture? Or... Because we had that spiking at that teapot, didn't it? And that was a that's like...
Did you like playing teapots?
Maybe they like all of this crockery.
Maybe it was like a teddy bear's picnic.
Yeah, maybe they like to use all these like different ceramic-y type things. That's why they're around here.
Yeah, you might be right. Look. So we're talking about a picnic with your sisters. 2 sisters. More sisters?
No, just 2. That's
2 sisters.
Cool. Are you both here?
Yes. Is red yes? Yes.
I'd say yes. They normally spike it loads to say like, hello, you're right, sort of, yeah.
So there's 2 sisters.
Yeah, okay.
They like picnics.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they like crockery, ceramics.
Yeah, ceramics.
That's interesting.
Wow, fascinating.
You did it before I asked. That looks like the colours that we've got. Well, it turns into something in a minute. That's like an outdoors bit as well. It's like a street.
A child.
Yeah. That's
like
so
a child.
weird. It's like a pram and people sitting on the street.
That definitely looks like a child.
It's weird, isn't it? It's
2
like,
children.
yeah. That just went spiked right in it.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. See what I mean? It's very interesting.
That does look like, they definitely look like children, don't they?
Yeah.
It's very unusual.
It's hard to sort of tell. It's like a table or a pram. And then there's like people over here and then people there.
Having a picnic or something?
And that's going crazy. Like that, as we're talking about this, it's like going mental. Like,
so we're talking about a picnic or something, or...
Oh, picnic.
Picnic.
Is it a table? Like,
oh my gosh, look at that.
Okay, well, that's good. You've got spirit communication.
Right.
Are you having fun?
Yeah. But so look, I mean, there's the second I mentioned picnic that went off, didn't it?
Yeah. That's interesting. When we go over here, we get a ding. Oh, okay, that's a bit of a weird looking, sketchy one.
Gosh, that looks a bit ominous, that one.
It's like
shadows in.
Is that your bedroom downstairs? Because it's very blank.
I don't know.
It looks a bit strange.
I don't know. There's two children.
Figures?
Children? Small?
Yeah.
Small. Look, that's the door.
Yeah.
That's a doorway. They're like not even half the height of the doorway.
Oh, I don't know. It's a bit weird. It's a bit of a scarier looking one. I don't know. Sometimes AI can make things look way more scarier than it needs to be.
So,
So they're flashing this up for me to talk to them. So they just, all right, okay. I guess I'll tune in then. Oh, well.
Okay. Do you want to turn the EMF off?
No, you can keep it on. Keep it on, yeah, because it stays in the background. Okay, all right.
Okay. Off you go.
Oh, yeah, off I go. All right. Okay, little girls. What do you want to tell me about? I heard Victorian. Yeah, it's going red. It's going mad for. Right, you clarify with that if I get it right.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds
okay,
good, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so we got Victorian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
We probably are Victorian, yeah.
That's cool.
2 little girls.
Okay, anything else you want to tell me? I'm hearing menace.
Menace.
Like cheeky sort of energy. Yep. I mean, you could be cheeky. I mean, like, I'm cheeky too, so I'm here for it. I wonder if they want to play with that.
We got a room. Were you in a room together?
No, they'll probably be here. Have you got a particular place you'd like to stay around here? Maybe. Not necessary. Do you like to follow us about? Yeah. All right. Okay, you can follow us about. I'm used to that anyway. It's fine. Okay. All right. Let's see what else. All right, you want to talk for me? Yeah. Okay. All right. I can see like willow trees, and like the picnic area. It's like on the grass near a river because it's obviously willow trees, sort of thing.
Yeah, that sounds probably right.
Okay.
I'm sort of saying yes. Maybe not willow tree, something else, another tree.
Or, yeah. I mean, I don't know how good I am with gardening and tree names and stuff, but was it near a river? A little? Not really. It's
So.
like that sort of tree anyway that I could see. What do you want to show me? Or tell me? I'm hearing the name Elizabeth? Lizzie? No.
Elsbeth?
Oh, Elsbeth. There you go.
I don't know why I said that. It just came in.
Well, we know you're intuitive. Just in denial.
Cheers.
Right. Okay.
So Zalsbeth.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known that name, so it's good you'll be Elsbeth. Is it?
It's a Victorian kind of name.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'm learning new stuff. Okay, cool. Anything else? There's like a name that I'm seeing, like Lou, Lucy, Lou. I don't know. It's like a Lou name.
No, I've not got anything. Lucinda? No.
Maybe, possibly.
Elsbeth and Lucinda. Louisa, maybe.
Yeah. All I could see was like a Lou, and then it was like a C, but not. But it was like going away. C coming back and going away. It was like it's something like that. Is normally that. Something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that.
So like Lucinda, Lucian, Luce.
Should we just call you Loose for now?
Yeah.
We'll have to Google some names that's like loose. Okay, well.
I think we're getting somewhere.
Interesting. Right, anything else you can tell me?
Yes, they've got things to tell you.
They're quite chatty. I like them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, can I ask a question?
Yeah, I'll see if I can hear.
Does this building have any special relevance to you?
Not necessarily. Is there an item that you like in here? Yeah.
An item that belonged to you, maybe? No.
An item that belonged to someone you knew?
No, that's a definite no.
No. That'd be why we couldn't pinpoint.
Is it just an item you like?
Or collection?
Some items you like?
Some items. Multiple items. Yeah, multiple items.
That you liked?
Is it like...
Or you like now?
Alright, okay. So the glassware? So the teapots and the cups and things like that? Is it...
It could be.
It could be.
It's definitely ceramic.
Yeah.
Definitely ceramic items.
Yeah, it's like the picnicky stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Picnicky
all
stuff.
picnic related, isn't it?
Oh, it's cute.
Two little girls having their picnics.
Yeah. Right, I guess we should try and see what ages they are.
Okay.
I can see quite young.
I think
They've got young energy.
Yeah, look, they're under 10s, aren't they?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Look, yeah, definitely, look.
Under 10, that's cool. Alright.
So were you young when you passed?
Yes, possibly. They might, sometimes they don't know that they've passed.
Okay.
So it might...
But you're under 10 years old. Under 10s.
Yep. That's cool.
Was the oldest one 9 years old?
Yes.
And your sister's 7 years old?
Or 6.
Maybe more. 5? The oldest one's 9, and then we've got
definitely
confirmation of that.
9.
And your younger sister was 3, very little sister.
Tiny?
3, 2. 2 or 3, maybe 2 or 3, yeah.
Quite little.
A little sister. You cared for her. You looked after her.
I think we're mainly talking to the 9-year-old.
Yeah.
Seems
there was
right.
a big flash then when I said you looked after her.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess they're chatty, but I don't know what else to ask them because they weren't really telling us much else.
No.
But Victorian.
Do you like being here?
I mean,
oh, you're still playing with us a bit, aren't you?
Yeah. Sometimes they don't want to hang out here forever.
Maybe the little one's saying no and the big one's saying yes.
Yeah, maybe.
Or something like that. You don't know.
Typical sisters.
Yeah, can't agree.
Disagree with everything.
Oh, that was a big flash.
Yeah.
Do you not agree all the time?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
But you enjoy being together? Yes.
Yeah, they love each other really, don't they?
Yeah, look.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool, huh?
Yeah.
Not every day you make friends with a weirdo. Who's a weirdo?
Not sure it's you or me, to be honest with you.
Oh.
We definitely seem to be channeling the little girls today, don't we?
That's good though. Like, you're your grandfather? Yeah. You're a grandfather, yeah.
I am.
You are. Well, then that's probably why they like you. And I'm a medium, so.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm just a spirit magnet. I don't know if that sounds pretty. It doesn't sound that impressive compared to like chick magnet, guy magnet.
Spirit magnet.
Spirit magnet.
That sounds good to me.
Sounds more professional, I suppose.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know how to leave that really.
No, I guess you can.
If you want to follow us and follow around, you're more than welcome.
You can.
There's no animosity here.
You can follow me home if you want, because
I like the sound of that.
That's fine. You can come home with me, and we'll sort of get you sorted and pass you over, and if you need it. Do you know that you've passed away? You do. That's good. Do you both know that you've passed away? Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, that's good. That's a good start. Okay, so you can follow me home. Don't do that. Not everyone should do that. As a heads up, YouTube people. Because you can get some dodgy spirits follow you home. It's happened to me many a times by accident when I was growing up. But if you know who you're inviting, then that's fine. And if you know what you're doing, then that's fine. If you're not just gonna take them home to have a haunted house, that's not cool. Okay. But yeah, okay. Yeah, see, spirits agree. They're like, don't do that. That's mean. You wouldn't want to be a trapped soul, and neither do they. Okay. So, all right. Well, we found. I've got some. I was going to say pet little girls, but no, not pet little girls. I've got some friend little girls. I'll be your big sister for a bit.
Yeah, there's something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Shall we move on to something different?
Blimey.
That was good fun, wasn't it?
That was excellent, wasn't it?
Yeah, good sesh. Okay, so you've got some items for me to have a look at. What kind of items have we got today?
So today we've got a set of 8 rings that all belong to the same lady.
Mm-hmm.
And this lady has passed.
Okay.
We have a sweetheart brooch, which is a military sweetheart brooch.
Oh, pretty.
A gold one. From the from the Royal Fusiliers, I think it is.
Okay.
And a Jewish gold brooch, which says Miss Part on it.
Ooh.
Which again, I think is late Victorian. So they probably have all belonged to somebody who's passed. But they are 3 different people. Okay.
Well, we're going to read them all, I think. Yeah. As long as there's, well, sometimes we have like a little bit of energy, sometimes there's loads of energy and a lot. But I don't think there's any spirit attachment. So it's just the energy that's holding in these items. But yeah, we'll swap camera and then see what we find. Right, so we've got all of these items. Wow, there's loads. We've got pretty rings. Let's show these. I love this one. Ooh,
Is that the
this one.
yeah?
It's so pretty.
It's cameo. It's made of shell.
Oh, is it a shell?
Yeah.
And then these little ones. My mum had one similar to that. I think
So
not quite the same.
All the sparklies in them are probably diamonds in those.
Yeah, rubies.
Rubies and diamonds.
Rubies.
And a couple of opals.
I'm gonna see what one I'm feeling drawn to. I think I'm drawn to this one. This one to read. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see what we get. All right. So we're gonna do this one. This one feels like, I don't know. It just feels stronger than the rest of them. All right. We'll see what this. Okay. All right. So there's definitely. Oh, this is very like faint energy. So I'm seeing grey imagery. So it's like that's a sign for my mediumship to say like it's sort of like a little bit imprinted into an item, but not very strongly. So what I was seeing is a lady with shorter hair, probably curlier hair. See what else we get. I'm seeing like there's a lady and she likes this lady had pearl necklace, which is interesting that that's coming out on her ring. And then she's showing me like her arm going like this is something, this is something. Okay. I'm getting like the impression that this lady liked to show off her home, but she's like gracious about it, so she's not like up her own bum about it sort of thing. She's very much like oh look at this, isn't this a nice item, instead of this is probably why it's fell into your hands. But yeah, so it's like, look at this is a nice item, this is a nice work of art. It's like she's appreciative, not like look what I've got sort of thing. That's nice. Let's see if there's anything else. I feel like I just want to collect them all up and put them together.
Well, she had a lot of nice jewellery, didn't she? Because these are quality pieces, you know.
I don't know why that would have set off, because that's such a tiny drop in a ring. I don't know if that's, I don't know.
So these are the rest of her rings?
Yeah, apart from the one that we've just read. I've pulled that one away just in case, just to see what happens more than anything. This one I'm getting like more of an image of outdoors sort of landscape. So I can see like from a window looking out onto like fields, but it's like nice grounds. It's not like,
so like a fairly large house maybe.
Yeah, I think it is quite a large house. It's like a nice big window, and then it's like a Georgian-y type house that I'm seeing from the inside out, looking at, I don't know, maybe it's a memory of some sort, but see what else there is. She's showing me like these windows opening and like lots of nice fresh air coming in. It's like this is the proper way of looking after your home sort of energy. It's like she's very graciously nice and proper, like like she has these rules, but she does them very lovely, like not militantly, you know.
Yeah.
She seems like a nice lady. She has like a positive energy. You can see like a dog. It's like I don't know what they're called. They're like the shape of Schnauzer, but it's like the brown sort of dogs.
Like a sausage dog.
No, like a Schnauzer's the one with the beard. They're a bit long coat, but these ones are like browny, tan sort of browny, and then black in their fur. I'll put a picture up anyways. What I'm seeing, but I can see it like running around on this scene. Okay, now I can see. Like that's interesting. Like now, after all of that, I can see her going like, "Look at my rings. Look at my rings. Aren't they nice?" Sort of. That's a weird imprint. Sometimes you get like nothing with these, and then sometimes you get quite a lot. It's interesting.
She certainly had quite a lot of rings, didn't she?
Yeah. This is all from the same lady. I mean, I've got a lot of rings, but not this many.
And she had very small fingers as well.
Yeah, look at my little sausage fingers compared to them. Right, anything else? So I'm getting like she liked to do like the relaxing, you know, when you're like poshly relaxing, sort of, it's like Lady of Leisure, sort of. There's like that energy to it. Anything else? Ooh, okay. There showed me a coffin. Obviously that means office things, okay. Anything else? So it's very vague. It's like they don't quite have the memory in it, but it's like there's like stone coming up around this coffin, like not like a tomb, but it's like where she's buried or something. There's like
a bit like a mausoleum.
Something like that, or just like a lot of concrete-y colour.
Okay. Might be a crypt.
Something. It's kind of hard to see because I'm still seeing like this part of my image here is still that place that she was showing me with the window, and then it's here, it's like the coffin, and then concrete, sort of.
Okay.
It's obviously a place, but I'm not sure where. I mean, I wish I did. See if there's anything else. It's kind of getting a bit weird. So it's like a sliding of concrete, but it looks like it could be some sort of crypt or tomb or something. It's like sliding. I don't know. I don't know much about that kind of thing.
Never mind. Move on to the next one if you like.
Yeah, that was interesting. I didn't see that going that way. Right.
So this one, let's do the Mizpah brooch, shall we?
Yeah.
This one is a Mizpah brooch. So I'll get a close-up of it.
Yeah.
So maybe you can read what it says on it, because it's got some writing on it
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
really tiny. So it says, "The Lord watch between me and thee, Mizpah, when we are absent one from another." It's very tiny. Okay, this is very pretty. Like, I like the little flowers and stuff. Okay, let's see what's coming through with this one.
This one I think is older than the others, the rings.
Yeah. Yeah, that one felt not too... I don't know, it felt like an older house, but like older grounds, but like a more recent time. And this one, I'm seeing a lot of grey, rundown buildings, like closed shop. Sort of like, you know, when you board them up and things like that, and it's like grey streets, and it's like it's like a negative time. I think it's like wartime.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure because you know what I'm like with my history. Absolutely shocking. Okay.
I mean, the brooch itself has probably seen 2 world wars. So whether it's in this country or elsewhere, I wouldn't like to hazard a guess. But it's probably, you know, been around during those periods.
Yeah, it's done well to stay in this good condition.
Yeah.
I know you got it fixed, but still. Okay, let's see what else. There's something about like very long curtains as well, like covering windows. It's coming up as a vision. It's like they're thick curtains, like, you know, like thick, like velvet curtains, like
blackout curtains.
Yeah, sort of like that. Like, there's like a weird burning smell as well. It's kind of a strange smell though. I don't know.
Are you actually experiencing the smell?
Yeah.
Can you actually smell it? Yeah.
So it's a thing. It's like you get psychic smell, and it's not often when a spirit is around you or if you're reading an item sort of thing. But I have nasal problems, so it amazes me that it works because, I mean, my holes in my nose just aren't a thing. I have to have nasal sprays just so I can breathe. So when this happens to me, I'm like, oh, I've got a psychic smell. But it's opened up a lot more for me lately, considering how much work I've done on all of my psychic abilities and stuff. I mean, it still amazes me. But yeah, this smells just like a weird burning smell in the air. Let's see what else. Can hear like like a clinking noise. It's like metally clinking, I think. And I'm getting coughing. Like there's a lot of coughing. I mean, I don't know. This might make more sense to you, but I think it's like wartime of some sorts, like run down buildings, but they're not like destroyed. It's just there's obviously like, I don't know. It just seems like a wartimey.
Okay.
I mean, it is that kind of thing.
Yeah, I suppose it is really.
The image I'm seeing. Anything else? I'm seeing like, you know, actually sort of like your fireplace, but you know, like the old ones that had ceramics up them.
Yeah.
I'm seeing something like that, but it's got like spoons hanging.
Okay.
So random.
Sort of brass spoons or
the silvery sort of metal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're very long. Like long, like ladles sort of long.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what that would be, but it's over that sort of.
It does sound like a very old-fashioned fireplace of some sort.
Okay.
Interesting. Do you want to move on to the next one?
We can. Yeah, it's just that ceramic around it. It's like a bluey colour that I can see. Sometimes it's a reason behind the blue.
It could be the tiling. Yeah.
Yeah. It's quite plain. It's like a paley bluey grey. Interesting. We can move on to the next one, yeah.
Okay, so this one is, there we go, we'll get a nice shot of that. Not quite focusing on the writing, so if you can read the writing on the bottom of it, or on the top of it as well, what does that say?
You bet. This is in a different language. Oh my god. It
could be in Latin.
Cofas et Gloria Ugent? That actually has a swear word in it. In English.
Is it really?
Ugent. You can guess what it is.
We'll look it up later.
I don't know what it means. No, I'll just write. Okay. Alright. Let's see what this says then.
This is definitely what they call a sweetheart brooch. And that would have been given to somebody to wear when their partner, their lover, was in the forces, away at war possibly. It's got an artillery gun on it, so it's probably the Royal Artillery, I think. And it is gold, so you know, it's quite an expensive gift. A lot of them used to be made of base metal or silver. This is a gold one, so it doesn't necessarily mean it was an officer, but it was obviously a valuable gift to give to your lover or your partner or your wife. So.
Okay, well, we'll see. I'm getting a playful man actually, so like he knows his place in like he knows where he has to be strict in like his job, but then he also knows that deep down he's got that playful side and he's like very loving type person.
I mean, it would have to be that obviously to be in the army, wouldn't he, I suppose?
Yeah, makes sense with like the sweetheart brooch as well. I'm hearing one son. Alright. It's like a weird, so I'm seeing like a sunset-y kind of time. It's not quite sunset, but you know when it's like getting slightly darker. And then there's like some sort of landscape that's a bit hard to see, but there's like shape, and then there's like that of the landscape. It's not really making it very clear, this item. Let me try with this hand. I don't know if that'll make a difference, but we'll try. I can see a man, so like this man that I saw before, he had like clean shaven, and then there's like this moustache that he's showing me now. It's like he's aged. There's like I want to say like a grey blue outfit, but I don't know. That's just how I see it. I think it's grey blue. I'm not gonna lie, this item's not actually giving a lot.
Not giving you very much.
No.
Fair enough.
It might have been like cleansed or at some point.
Okay. Not a problem. Okay, so here's the other two items that we're going to, Becca's going to have a look at. This is a rather beautiful Tibet bowl from Burma. It's Burmese, and as you can see, it's beautifully illustrated with deities or just people, I'm not quite sure. Lots of leaves, and if you turn it to the bottom there, you'll see there's a maker's sigil or mark, which is, I think, it's like
It's a bird.
It's almost like a phoenix rising from the ashes kind of thing, because it looks like flames around it. And this is 1870s. It's made of silver and it comes from Burma. So I'm not expecting necessarily a lot of information to come from it, but what do you think, Becca?
Oh, I don't even know where to start with that one. Like, I have no knowledge on this sort of thing at all, so I'll be shocked to see what I find, to be honest. All right. I'm seeing sort of like a nice sort of, I don't know, it's like a pinky beach. It looks like sunset-y pinky beach. I don't know if that's relevant. I could not tell you.
I've never been to Burma, so I'm not sure
where Burma is.
It's somewhere near
Asia.
It's Asia, yeah. It's like Thailand-y sort of area, I think.
No, it might make sense if it's that area, but I don't know. I'm seeing a man, and he's got lots of like items around his belt. Like, it's like he carries things around his belt.
Okay.
Sort of thing, like they're all attached. Like he could be trade or something like that. Like he.
I mean, to make something like that, he would have had to be a talented silversmith. So I would assume he'd have lots and lots of tools.
Yeah.
Whether he, however he carried them.
Yeah, I don't know if he like made it and sold them or something, because I'm seeing like these round his waist as well to like carry it. I could hear like jingling.
Right.
I don't know. Okay, anything else?
It's probably an early retailer.
Maybe, yeah.
They call them begging bowls, but I can't see how many beggars would have been able to afford a silver bowl, to be honest with you. He wouldn't be much of a beggar.
Unless it was like things that you donate to the church or something for like a good deed, or...
Yeah. I mean, they were likely to be Buddhists or something like that, I suppose.
Yeah, they've got that kind of... like that position is known to be a Buddhist symbol. Like one hand down, one hand up means as above, so below.
Okay. I mean, the thing for me, and I'm sorry to interrupt you,
you're all right, yeah.
But the thing for me is, these are so beautiful. I can't believe it wasn't a labour of love. The person that put the, when you're an artist and you create something, you're putting something as beautiful as that. You're putting your heart and soul into it, as they say.
Yeah.
As the expression is.
Yeah, there's like
it's like your heart and soul is going into making that.
Tiny details that were taken. Like literally, there's dots all on that bit that were taken.
And it could have taken him a month to make that,
Millions of years to make. Right. I'm hearing singing, but it's like he's singing, like he's like enjoying, like I can see like forest. It's like an Asian-y type forest, like they've got different bigger leaves and stuff like that compared to ours, sort of thing, and it's like singing along. Okay. I think he may have, well, that's kind of weird. I think he may have passed away from something to do with his chest, because I'm getting like horrible like phlegmy throat, and then it's like into his left chest is getting like, I can see like a dark mass, and that's normally a sign for something dodgy, like smoking too much and causing the C word and things like that. That's normally for my mediumship type stuff. So I think he might have passed away from his lungs being poorly. That's interesting. I didn't think that would have, if this was like an item he sold. Maybe he was fond of this item. But yeah, okay, see if there's anything else. I just see him sitting in the forest a lot with items, and like he's showing me like sitting down cross-legged, and then like a blanket with all items, like both sides of him, but mainly on this side of him. He's still singing though. He seems like quite a happy man.
Interesting.
There's quite a lot of dirt, like like when there's trails. It's like it's obviously quite a used trail that he sat at, but there doesn't seem to be many people around him for some reason. Maybe it's just the vision. Sometimes it could just be the vision, like that's what we're tuning into. But then there's like, obviously this dirt track is being used because it's dirt, it's not grass and leaves. Like,
Interesting.
Interesting one.
Okay, let's do the last one.
This is...
So here we have a rather interesting vase or beaker, and this is made by a factory called Osiris, which was founded in 1899, and it actually only made items until 1909. And the gentleman who designed and made this vase was called Frederick Alder, and it's marked Osiris 486 on the bottom. Frederick Alder, I mean, full disclosure, he died in 1942 after being taken by the Nazis to Auschwitz. Now, obviously, he made this before 1909, and they only made 1,300 items, this metal foundry, if you like, and there were other artists, so he didn't make them all. So he only made a few hundred, and this is one of the items he made. Frederick Alder is his name. He can be looked up on Wikipedia, but he died in 1942 after being taken to a prisoner of war camp by the Nazis. I just wondered if there was any of his energy, because it's one of my personal possessions. Just wondered if there was any of his energy left in that, really.
This is going to be an interesting one, I think, because it's before he died.
Yes.
And it's very beautiful. I love a little bit of a flower. It looks like snowdrops or something. All right. Let's see what we get. Wow, I got a family straight away, and he's in like, like those like silver spiffy type aprons that you get. I saw that very quickly, and it was like grey with like leather up here, like grey down that bit. I can hear, that's funny, so I can hear like a wife like moaning about him changing his clothes. That's like, get out of those like dirty clothes from work sort of thing. See what else there is. I think there's 3 children that he's showing. Maybe this one is spirit attached, this seems a bit more like he's telling me a story. Maybe we should click that one. See if let that set up a sec and see if that's gonna be, I don't know. Maybe not, but sometimes it shows you, doesn't it? Alright, let's see what else we get with this then. That's so random here. Oh, is it going off? Oh wow.
Big time.
So I had my eyes closed, so I didn't know, but I heard I'm a storm, it's a storm, or something. I'm a storm, it's a storm.
Look at that.
Is it going mad? Like every time I close my eyes, like I'll move away from it.
Yeah, it's going crazy.
Of
course, now I'm filming it. It's no one getting
Get closer.
Get closer. It's
gone. Not my energy. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, that was strange. Right, I'm closing my eyes again. I'm feeling like there's a weird sense of panic, but it's not like from the war or something like that. It's from like a situation. Oh, I think his wife It's like a pregnancy panic that he's showing. I think there's a problem though. I think there's like a problem with the pregnancy, but it's like it's quite long term. So towards the end of the pregnancy part, because he's showing me like him grabbing clothes and like running sort of thing. It's like he grabs his hat and he grabs his jacket. Anything else? I'm seeing like she's got like white clothes and like on a bed, and then there's like, you know when you put like a flannel on your head, it's like that in bed. There's like a problem. I did not expect that from this item, did you?
No. I will tell you though, while you had your eyes shut, you were talking about the pregnancy side of things. That was going mental, the meter.
Was it? That's cool. All right, that's interesting.
It was going right up to the red one.
Okay, tell me more about that then, please.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, I'm seeing like she's giving birth in this scene. Luckily I'm not getting the graphic bit, but wow. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. We can talk about that. I'm happy to tell the story.
Yeah, it's like almost constant red.
Yeah. Okay. Obviously, this is important to this spirit, huh? Cool. Okay.
If you ever doubted it, just look at that.
Yeah. I'm like, so I'm seeing like there's something about her right side of her head, like her forehead. What is that? It's like it feels wrong. Like it's, I don't know. She's like conscious of this feeling. I think that baby may have passed away.
Okay.
I'm not. Oh, okay. It's like it's only vaguely showing me. Okay, I mean, maybe I got that right. Anything else on that? Do you want to talk about it, or do you want to show me something else?
It's going crazy, the meter.
I can see the man. He takes his hat and he holds it to his chest, you know, like they used to.
Sure.
And then he left. Like he just walked out. Like I think he was really upset about what happened. I mean, you would be, wouldn't you?
Of course.
I can see her like, oh no, come back. Like, but he just has to sort of go because he's like so upset. Like he's like, I need a minute, sort of.
Sure.
It's like that sort of thing going on. I can see like so like I can see like him with his back against the door, like, you know, like when you're leaning against it. But he, like what I was getting that he was like, I can't leave her in there, like I'm doing the wrong thing, sort of thing. So he goes back in. Okay, anything else?
The meter's going off, so I'm feeling he's giving you something else now. He's telling you something else, is he?
He's showing me like when he went in, he just went straight and hugged her. Like he's just like, I'm sorry, like I think he's a good man. Like like obviously like we all have like horrible emotions that we go through, and sometimes we need to just like pull ourselves away. But then he was like, no, I need to suppress my emotions and go back to you, my wife, and just make sure she's okay, because she's the one that suffered the most.
Sure.
Wow. Okay. Anything else?
He's certainly talkative.
So we show me like the reason that this has flowers on it is because of her, and he's showing me, he's like, here, look what I made for you. Like this is important. Wow. This is inspired because of what happened.
So his wife was his muse, potentially, then.
Yeah.
She was the one that inspired him to produce beautiful things.
Yeah, and it's
look,
like,
it's going off the meter, off the blinking scale.
That whole It was like he channeled his sadness into something beautiful because she was beautiful, and then he just was like, look, something beautiful came because of this situation somehow. That's lovely. Like, wow. Okay, anything else? I can see that going through my eyes.
I know, he
It's like,
wants to give you so
it's
much
crazy.
information.
Okay, he's like, okay, now I've got you going. All right, okay. Anything else? He's showing me like she's actually very joyful about seeing this item, and she's like, oh my god, that's such a nice idea. Sort of like, they're both very lovely people. Just like, they're very like understanding of like this situation. It's like they became closer because of, obviously, like you would, wouldn't you? There's just like a nice thing came out of a dark thing, but then they chose to see it as a positive thing and just keep head up sort of thing instead. It's nice. Anything else?
I think he's done.
He said that later on they had a son instead. So the baby that passed away, I think, was a son, but then like they said, like I think it was like about a year and a half later they had another son, and that was okay and that was healthy. So they didn't give up. They obviously wanted the baby, so they had another one. That's nice. Anything else?
It's a lovely little story.
Glad we filmed it now because it's...
Yeah, that's given us a lot of information, hasn't it?
Yeah, this one. Yeah, I think he was probably ready. I think there's a reason you were pulled to get it read.
Yeah, I felt that out of all the things that I had to show you that really more than anything.
Yeah, you showed me this one first, didn't you, as well? Okay, anything else? Wow, okay, so he's showing me him going like this to you.
Okay.
Like he's giving this to you, like it's important for you. Like he wants you to enjoy it, and now you know the story, and it's important to you.
Absolutely, it's important
to
me,
like,
definitely.
I'm glad you love it too.
Yeah.
Sort of like, oh, it's moving. Anything else? He knows your name. He's like, seek it, Steve. Seek it. Like it means like seek it. Is always, to me, it's like make sure you have it. Make sure you look after it. And okay.
That's nice.
Wow.
Lovely. I think he's finished, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's not giving us any more
That's
flashing
like he
lights.
gifted it to you. That's nice.
Brilliant.
Oh wow. Yes, he gifted it to you.
Wow.
He likes you.
Oh, thank you.
Wow, I like it.
Thank you, Beck. and also thank you to Frederick. You know.
Yeah.
That's
wow.
It means a lot to me, does that, actually?
That's cool. That's really nice. That's a nice reading. I like readings like that. They're always so different. All the readings I do, you could not... Like, I can't be like, oh, I'll predict it, because I don't know. Like, yeah, you know. Oh, yeah, it'll be right. We go like this.
Okay. It's like...
Bye. What shall we say? Have you had fun today?
Yeah, it's been really interesting.
I'm glad you've like experienced this, because I'm like your first mediumship friend.
Yeah.
You've learned some stuff. You've had some played with my toys.
Long time ago I've said that to me, but okay. Yeah.
It's been good. I've
been
really
really
enjoyed
interesting,
it.
yeah.
I've enjoyed my tour that you've given me. I've seen so many things that my eyeballs can't take them in.
I'm sure when you go and do your recap and re-edit this, that you'll find things that you... Oh yeah, that was great when we did that.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah.
Kind of, and that was bloody awful. So we'll get rid of that bit. Steve's face, for example.
Someone's nostrils.
Yeah, someone's nostrils. Yeah, exactly. But no, I think we've had a really great time. I've really enjoyed it.
We've winged it, and I think that went well.
And I'm hoping it's very different from any of the others you do or you've done.
I haven't done a video like this yet, which is good. Until now.
Plus, for me, one of the interesting things is the fact that it's kind of, like I said to you before, and I've said this when I emailed you before.
Yeah.
I like to keep an open mind, and it's been a new experience that, coming from it from a cynical perspective, I've kind of it has maybe given me food for thought.
Yeah, good. That's good.
And you've seen in me something that I didn't know was in myself, maybe necessarily.
Yeah, I definitely think you've got a bit of psychic intuition in there at least. I think you could train it up. I definitely think you could train it up because certain things that we've done to get together today, like you gave me at the beginning, I should make a video part of that actually.
Which
The
one?
postcards. When you gave me the postcards, when I first came in, made me a cup of coffee because he's a gentleman, gave me these postcards and he was like, I feel like I should give you these. And then I was like, oh, okay, there must be a reason why. I looked at them and there's literally a postcard from Rochford, which is where I was born.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Like, and there was like none of the other ones were something.
Because it's such an obscure postcard as well.
Yeah, it's from Rhodes.
Yeah.
Somewhere like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I just felt compelled. The story is, I was clearing out some rubbish, and there's a box I have in the back of the garage with a lot of postcards, and I just felt compelled to reach in. This is this morning,
Oh, right.
before Becca turned up, and take these half a dozen postcards. And it was almost like like one of those machines where the hand comes down and you grab them.
Oh, really?
And
Just
I
like
so literally grabbed
ones.
those postcards and thought, I've got to show these to Becca, and I didn't know why.
Oh, there you go. Spirit talking for you.
Yeah.
Spirits do that. They're like, hey, by the way.
I am a person that likes to trust their intuition sometimes.
That's good.
You
should always trust your
Yeah,
intuition.
you know.
Saves your butt.
And it was, I don't know why, but sod it, let's do it. You know, I'll give them to Becca, see what she thinks.
Yeah,
and isn't that weird that it was somewhere where you used to live? That I just found that incredible.
Yeah, where was you born?
And some where you were born. And some of the other cards have other meanings to you.
Yeah,
You're
so
going to kind of go through them and have
yeah,
a
I'm
look.
gonna see what pans out of them. But there's definitely, I've been looking at different castles to go to. There was one with a castle on. I've been looking at different like places around the UK to travel to. My guides are very much like, you should go and travel here and there and they keep suggesting all these places. And then these postcards are like all about places that you travel to. I could not have, like, I didn't predict you was going to give me anything, nothing at all. I mean, I tried not to tune in, so it was just all fresh for today, and I was knackered yesterday, to be honest. So I didn't, but we've learned a lot.
I think it's been a really interesting and informative day. I'm really pleased to meet you. I'm sure we're going to stay friends.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And
we had loads of fun.
Yeah, we had great fun, and can't wait to see the video.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah, lovely.
Awesome. Yeah. Right, so we'll see you later. We'll probably do a round 2 at some point by looks of things.
You never know.
See what other spirits we can make friends with, because I mean, I did pick up on 29.
It's a big number.
But this is a crazy big building with a lot of antiques in, so it makes sense.
And there's things we haven't touched on yet, like the rooms downstairs in the basement and all that stuff.
Yeah, we haven't done all that.
That can be part 2.
That could be part 2. That's a good idea. Yeah.
Because otherwise we'll be another 2 hours.
We could do that, yeah. I don't even
Filming,
think,
at least.
Probably longer.
Yeah.
But we could do that at night.
Oh yeah, no,
Make
that
it
would be
spooky.
good, wouldn't it? That would be good.
We need a lot of lights so we don't fall down the stairs.
Well, we can have some torches.
Yeah, I've got some torches.
So we can do that. Yeah. Well, we could even use kerosene lamps with lit.
Oh shit! Have you got some?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can wrestle some of those up.
Just don't
That
burn
could be
the
quite
place
cool, couldn't
down.
it? Yeah, no, we mustn't put the place down.
Put them in safe
That would
place.
be bad. Yeah. Well, Becca came round and we burnt the building down.
It's cleansed.
It's definitely cleansed now, you know.
Put some
Pile of
sage in
ashes.
it.
Yeah.
Make the most of it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
Right,
Anyway,
awesome.
I hope if you've watched this video, we're at the end, you've enjoyed it and had a bit of fun as well.
Yeah, I've had a really nice time.
Yeah, me too.
Right, so if you have liked this video of us being weird today, please like and subscribe and click the bell icon, because then you won't miss anything weird ever again. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
Great. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.